I'm a dust on a sidewalk, laying quietly, sleep weird and quiet. I have soft eyes, splashed off theme, slept on scenic clouds, sweeter with the broom. I'm just a station on your way. I'm not your lover. I'm just a station on your way. Yeah, 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 yeah. On this road I'm thrown, stuck on their palms, slept on scenic clouds. I'm not a man of terms, so will you carry me? I'm not too heavy. Sing me a song, let me sting your clean clothes. Just a station on your way. I'm not your lover. I'm just a station on your way. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm just a station on your way. I'm not your lover. I'm just a station on your way. I'm not your
Phosphenes in the house.
Yes.
I just want to, each of you just to introduce yourselves so then people can know whose name is associated with which voice. So let's start with you, Abhishekh.
I'm Abhishekh Pokhrel and
I'm Aman Karna.
And my name is Prajwal Aryal.
Yay! So guys, thank you so much for being on Made in India. You've come all the way from Nepal.
Yes. It has been a dream for us to be in Made in India. We're so excited.
Oh my God.
yeah, we listen to you.
You do?
Yes.
All the way in Kathmandu, you listen to Made in India?
I've been listening your podcast since like last 3 years.
Oh my God, I feel so privileged. I'm like, I have a couple of people in Nepal who listen to me, which is so exciting, by the way, for me.
Yeah.
So just to kind of, I mean, this is exciting because we actually got a chance to feature you on this bunch of episodes called Our Neighbors,
Yeah.
where we were featuring independent artists from Pakistan, Nepal, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka. And I heard your music and I absolutely fangirled. And I'm like, they got to be on the show. And now you guys are actually here. It's a huge privilege. And so thank you for coming all the way to Bombay City.
Thank you for having us.
Is this your first time here?
This is my second time there, first time.
Yeah. First time.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Are you liking it though?
I love Bombay.
Yeah?
I love Bombay.
It's mixed feelings.
So I actually wanted to start with understanding how the band formed, right? So I know that Abhishekh and Prajwal, you were both in college together.
No, we were not
Oh.
in college together, but we had a mutual friend.
Oh.
So we connected it that way, and then we used to jam, and later on, yeah.
And then you're like, do you want to be in my band?
No,
Was it one of those
actually, we
moments?
used to be. We had a mutual friend who was in hip hop and all that kind of shit. And after 2 years, I was like so frustrated with that. And then I was like, okay, I'm leaving this. Prajwal, you want to come with me? Then come. He said no at first, you know.
Wow, Prajwal being like super pricey, be like, I don't want to hang out with you.
He just didn't want to ditch him. And I
Oh.
was like,
Other guy.
Wait, so
This-
what was this hip hop group you were part of?
It's called DEC Records.
CEC Records?
Yeah.
Aman is like, I wasn't in this group. So the group, I mean, the hip hop group just sort of fell by the wayside, and then
yeah.
when did the thing I want to know is when did Prajwal get convinced to be part of your band? Obviously.
So in 2015, I started releasing my own songs, like recorded through this GarageBand app in iPad and all.
yeah.
And after a year in 2016, Prajwal just messaged me out of the blue saying, hey, is it too late to be with you? You know, like, to start something.
And Abhishek's like, he came crawling back.
Yeah. I'm like, it's never too late. And then,
Aww. So then how did Aman end up in the band?
so actually what happened was we first started, right? But the thing is like we wanted a band to be rich in sound, right?
Of course.
So we just couldn't do that.
Yeah.
And then what we planned was like, okay, we now need like our members, you know, like to
Yeah.
be with us, to have that vision together. And then the same align with Aman, you know, like, and then when he came to the band, and then we started kicking in, you know, like,
Yeah?
Yeah.
How'd you guys actually meet Aman then?
I was doing like my own music, Ableton and shit, like
Yeah.
live. So because I was done with band energy for some time, you know, because I was always playing in a band since like when I was 13 years old.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then like I was like dealing with band members, the ego, you know, when we like were in teenage and we're like, I'm done with this shit, you know, I don't want to deal with all this. I want to learn all the softwares and everything. I don't sing, but I can find a vocalist or whatever, and like I can do like the modern electronic music, and that's how I started like doing music for a bit, and then in 2016. Was it 16 or 17? The early 17, yeah. So I just found these guys on YouTube. Like they were playing this very like, you know, session, like, you know, big room, like, and like singing, I'm not your lover. And I'm like, man, like these guys are good, you know? These guys are really good. So I was like really like fanboying them because I was just getting like this singer-songwriter stuff, you know? And I was like Ben Howard and like Bon Iver and everything. And I was like, oh my God, like they actually sound good. And I was thinking maybe they are not Nepali, or maybe they were not born in Nepal, you know? Because they never sounded like, you know, like this like wannabe, like, you know, like when people try to sing in English, especially in Nepal, in our scene, it sounds very wannabe and like cringy. And I thought like they are so fucking international, you know? And I'm like, where were these guys, you know? And like all this week, I found them, they have like 200-300 views on YouTube, very like low key.
Yeah.
And I'm like, these guys are really good. And then I like started listening to this song. Now I know this song like word by word. I have been listening to them for a week. And then there was a show this weekend, and like I was also playing a show. They were also playing the same like show. And then I met them, and I'm like, I just like had like this starstruck moment there, and I'm like, dude, I didn't have that with like Damien Rice when I saw him. I was like, when I saw them, I was like, bro, and I'm like this hyper energy. You're like, what are you guys doing here? You should be international, you know. I was like that, and they're like, ha ha ha. And I'm like, are these guys kids? You know, that's how I met them, and like, yeah. After that, I played my solo set, and they were like really impressed. I think. I guess so.
We were.
And then they messaged me saying, hey man, we are looking somebody like you to join the band who can actually like do multi instruments and things.
Nice.
Yeah, and I was like, so do I want to do this? Because I just came out of it, you know, with the
Of, like,
band and
being in bands.
yeah, and I was like, I literally didn't respond like them for like few months, like
Oh,
for a couple
Abhishek's
months.
getting this real like first time, always failing.
Yeah, but I never quit.
Good that you don't.
And then one day, like out of nowhere, he's like, bro, like you can't hang us like this. Either say yes or no, because we need to move forward. And he said, like, let's meet and chat. And like that's how we met first time. And then we went to his house. There was like they were together. They were like acoustic guitars, and there was like a spare piano. And I was so excited, you know, like just being a fanboy. I was like, hey, can you guys sing Dust for me? You know? And I was like, yeah. They were like, yeah, sure. And I was like, can I play the keys on that? And they're like, sure. And I was so excited. I went live on Facebook. I still have that video.
Oh my
And then we just jammed, and it was like just very impulsive decision. I just felt the energy and the chemistry, and I was like, I'm in, yeah. I'm in, and I'm like, I'm in, so we have to like break through. I'm not just going to waste my time, you know. We need to make it. Yeah.
So you were just saying that you were in a bunch of bands and then you didn't want to be in a band.
Yeah.
You were in a band from the age of 13?
Yeah.
What was the band?
Oh my God.
You have to tell me the name.
We had this like progressive rock band, and we just named it the Agnostics. It was like, at that age, we just found it like the Agnostic written in a t-shirt. And we had a
my
gig
gosh.
second day, and we didn't have the name finalized. So we're like, this sounds cool. Let's see the meaning. And, you know.
The Agnostics. I love it. So, I mean, you're talking about being in bands since you were 13.
Right.
I do know, and I found out that Abhishekh, your sister, sings as well. And that's how you is that how you got into music?
Yeah, so my childhood, my sister has this like vast, various artists. She listened to various artists, you know, from Arctic Monkeys, Coldplay, and then Guns N' Roses, Metallica, everything, you know, and I was exposed, like, and then I had the inspiration, like, okay, like I started singing. At first, my parents told me that I didn't sing well.
Oh no!
Yeah.
That's so mean.
I kept going, you know, like I knew like I had it in me.
Yeah.
And then after like grade 10,
Yeah.
I started writing my songs, like cheesy love songs. You know?
Oh, so good.
Yeah, so my sister has been a huge inspiration. Like she sings so well. Her vocals are more better like than mine, rich, you know, that jazzy.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is amazing.
That's good. I'm like really feeling for Abhishekh. Your parents told you that you couldn't sing. Every
Even
time
my
you want a
friends.
band member to join, they always say no to you. This is like I really
Even my
feel
friends, like they were so like not motivating me at all. Yeah, they didn't motivate me.
I feel really
yeah,
bad for Abhishekh right now.
Yeah, but that didn't like. It was a lesson to be learned. So like I had to
Yeah.
grow out of it. No.
Nothing
Yeah.
deterred you. That's so good. And Prajwal, I know that your first guitar you bought with your dad in Kathmandu.
Yeah. Wow, yes.
How old were you when you went with your dad to Kathmandu?
I was in a grade 8.
Wow, you were quite young.
We started together. Same age.
Yeah, like, you know, early teen years. So wow, you guys all started out real young.
Yeah.
It's like, but I think I think I feel like when you start that young, it kind of becomes like music becomes a really deep part of you.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so when I first heard, I think we featured one of your songs, and I'm probably going to murder the pronunciation, but Eklai Huda
Taja.
Taja. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's such a good song. It was so great. And this was from your album Sullen Days. Yeah, that came out in 2021. But I have to say that the song that you played, the first song that you actually performed, Dust, is
Yeah.
one of my favorites from your debut EP, Know This Time. And I also, the other song that I really love is called Let the Universe Find You. as well.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a great track. I really liked it.
Thank you.
So there was one other member in the band, right? Supriya.
Yeah, Supriya was there till 2018. Yeah. But she had her like life going on there. So,
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
she couldn't dedicate
Yeah.
that much like her time to the band, you know. So
No, fair enough. So, one of the things that I wanted to kind of understand from you is with Sullen Days, you can really hear the difference
Yeah.
in your sound from your debut EP.
Yeah.
There was a little more synth. There was a
Yeah.
little more, I feel like a little more rock and roll, like maybe.
yeah.
But the entire thing, you guys pretty much like tracked and recorded and produced in your bedroom. Like,
Yeah, that's
is
true.
that right?
Exactly, yeah.
Like half of the songs from Solid is, and like the first EP, full EP, was produced inside Abhishek's, more like inside Abhishek's bedroom and mine bedroom. And then because we had no money also at that time, and
It's
like
tough, yeah.
But then later on we found Divas Guru, the OZ, the goat.
Devas Guru.
Yeah.
He's been on Our Neighbors too.
Yeah.
So he's our producer right now.
Oh my God, he's wonderful.
Yeah, he's
That's
crazy.
really
He's amazing.
nice. Yeah.
So we started working with him, and like he started, like he knew the vision that we were looking for like the evolution of our sound, where we want to go, like, you know. And like the time we started working with him, actually he's still working with all the people, so he doesn't have that judgmental mindset. He will work with like even like a Nepali folk artist to rock artist, singer, songwriter, everyone. And he kind of like understood where we wanted to go, and it was crazy. Like we met him at his house. He came to meet us, and he was like hungry. We offered him some, like we didn't have anything, and he was like, "I'll just have this banana on the table." He was so humble. He's so humble, actually.
You guys are like, you've invited him to your house. Abhishek.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, I'm hungry. Here's a banana.
We didn't even
banana.
offer him, and then he was like, "Yeah." So when we sent our first demo to him, Ekle Udaduzon, and he was like out of touch for a couple of months, and then we get this demo once out of a like blue one day, and we are like, what the fuck, man? Like, and he really polished our sound, and then we were like, okay, this is it. Like, we are working with him.
He's gonna be producing stuff for you. That's so cool though. What is the second song gonna play for me today?
It's I Will Be Gone.
Yeah.
And can you tell me a little bit about the song?
I'll Be Gone was the song that we wrote after we ate some good momos.
Momo.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so like we went to our my place, right? And then we started like with the same chords, and then Prajwal just came up with this melody, sail out to sea, and then I was like, okay man, keep going, come on, keep going.
That's so cool.
And that's how we wrote this song together, like two of us. And
Yeah. So if you ever need inspiration, just have some momos.
yeah, obviously Nepali momo is the best. Yeah.
Is it? Is it the best?
It's the best, yeah.
Clearly, I'm missing out.
Aman has it every day.
Every day. Momos for life. Okay, so second song is I Will Be Gone.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Sail out to sea. In the morning, I will be gone. I don't believe Yes, you make me. I'll meet you in the long run. Memories will die soon, like howling winds. You will go. Memories will die soon, like howling winds. You will go. The tides are creeping in. So if I die, reminiscing love, love's not for me. Since I saw your face for the last time, since I saw your face for the last time, since I saw your face for the last time, since I saw your face for the last time. Sail out to sea, in the morning, in the morning, I will be gone.
So, as we were chatting a little earlier about, one thing I had noticed is that I feel like independent musicians, even in India, sort of similar-ish struggles, which is that, and I think that obviously there's a huge difference. I didn't realize this, that there aren't really any sort of record label representation in Nepal at all.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously there are record labels here, but I think, it's kind of tough to get one. And then usually when you get a label deal, it's not really, artists are not really cared about as much. But I think the thing that, and I'm sure you get this, is like, I realized that, when you're doing everything yourself, you're your own manager, your own like peon, your chaiwala, every social media manager, everything you have to handle yourself. And I'm assuming that you guys experience that same difficulty.
Yeah, everything we have to handle it by ourselves,
Yeah.
like it's so hectic to event management. I mean, we are artists, like we are not we should not be looking after the event.
Logistics.
And logistics and all that stuff. Like we have to, but like.
And then on top of doing all of this stuff, you also have to actually make really good music.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
How much work do we have to do?
Yeah.
It is a lot. Yeah. And do you think, would you say this is the same for most artists in Nepal?
I think the thing with our band is a little different than the other like artists coming up right now, because we mostly sing in English. you know, and like a lot of people are, I think, not ready for the music that we're making right now. But for it's very hard because not all the organizers wants us to play their gig, you know, because we don't sing in Nepali. That's like we have 18 songs out and we just have like 2 songs in Nepali that also I forced them to write.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Was it hard writing in Nepali though?
Initially, I think,
it's so hard,
yeah.
It is? Are you guys more comfortable in English
Yeah.
or Nepali or
Yeah,
which
in
was-
English we are more comfortable. Like because we grew up listening to
Yeah.
English artists, you know. We
Exactly.
didn't listen to much of Nepali artists. But yeah, it's hard to write in Nepali because what I've learned is like in Hindi there are a lot of vowel sounds in words you speak. But in Nepali like there are much less vowel sounds and more consonants, you know.
Yeah, so going the ooh, ahs, and e's.
Yeah.
I can't really elongate this note with k.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's pretty surprising and like sad as well because we have been playing together since like last almost like 6 years and we haven't even played outside the Kathmandu Valley until
you
now.
serious?
Yeah, because people are not ready, you know. If you go out of Kathmandu, people are not more exposed to like this kind of music. They listen to English music. I'm not saying they are not listening. They like rock and roll.
Yeah,
they will
yeah.
listen to Nirvana and Metallica still.
Justin Bieber.
Yeah, but I mean, like, they are mainstream. They are like
Yeah.
they will listen to that, but they are not more exposed to like this more like indie sort of music, and that's really challenging. And I feel like we have a niche crowd in Kathmandu that we are growing like together, the crowd and the band as well.
Yeah.
And now I think like it's a little easier for us to organize our own events and like, you know, we kind of know how many tickets we can sell, how much money we can make early, like, you know, so we know that. But people like commenting on our social media saying like, yeah, there are a few people who listens to us outside the Kathmandu and then they're like, please come to this place, please come to that place. But outside Kathmandu, it's not possible right now because you can't actually ask people to like your music, you know. They have to like sort of like it, you know. I think
music is super subjective also.
Exactly.
Like, you know, people are different. I mean, it's not I didn't realize the language thing was such a problem. I get that genres, like some people, like you said, into rock and roll, some people like pop, so I do get that you might be into different kinds of music, but yeah, I didn't realize like how, even as the logistics of having to go outside Kathmandu was like that problematic.
There's a place called Pokhara in Nepal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we are trying to play in Pokhara since like last 3-4 years. It has never worked for us, you know, and it's never working. And like the struggle is real. So now, like last year I was in London. I like did my shows and like I found out like there's like the community, like Nepali community who are actually willing to get Phosphenes there. It is this like a little less struggle if I want to organize a concert for Phosphenes in London than in Pokhara.
You're joking.
Yeah.
That, I don't understand that at all. What do you mean?
Because people are not ready for the music, I think, in Nepal right now, the music that we're making. They might be ready in like 5 years.
Yeah.
But I think that will be very hard for us. To like,
Exactly.
Yeah, man. I didn't realize it was so. I mean, the other thing, and I think this was something that you may have mentioned in an interview or something, that it's also hard, being from Nepal, to get like visas. And that was like
very tough.
Yeah. So you know what? I actually looked this up because I was trying to see having an Indian passport, how easy or difficult it was. And there's like this website where you can actually compare.
Yeah.
So I compared like having a Nepali passport. Yeah, it is. You guys have it tough, man.
Yeah.
I was just going to say you guys have it tough. I thought India was
Yeah.
rough, but you guys have it way tougher.
Yeah.
And it's, so even if you wanted a tour, you get invited to go outside the country just to get your visa is also like a giant headache.
It's a very big issue. And like, because I think I don't want to make it like political.
No,
but
you don't have
it's
to.
all about like the country politics and government and like how they have set the standards. So it's for us, it's very hard to go to US,
It's hard for everyone.
Yeah, but I think
I get it.
yeah, and like it's impossible in a way to get an artist visa for US
Yeah.
But you get it when you're playing it for your music for like 20 years, you know.
Yeah.
But for bands like us, for artists like us, it's very tough. And because also in Nepal, there's like no system, not in
At
only in government level, but in private like factors. Like people are just so laid back,
chill,
so
yeah.
chill. Nobody will talk
Layman.
about. Yeah, we had 10 years load setting in our country.
Can you
Do you know
imagine
that? Do you know that?
God,
It was just
yeah.
like it was few years ago. It was like we used to have like 10 hours normally. It used to go up to 22 hours
22 hours a day.
a day. 2 hours of electricity.
Yeah.
Load shedding for 10?
Power cuts. Yeah.
What?
Nobody, not a like single citizen, spoke about it. There were no protests.
You just
we just
adjust.
bought inverters. We just bought batteries.
Yeah.
You know.
Damn.
But yeah, that's that. We don't.
Crazy.
We gotta do what you gotta do.
We are very chill. We are very laid back.
That's why we wrote Estene Hola, you know, for that kind of
it's a
shit.
satire
yeah.
to-
I
Satire to the
love
whole
that
government.
song.
Yeah.
What is the song about then? Is it about like the situation? Like
No,
that?
this song is about like the people who are in Nepal right now. Like they're so laid back and so chill about everything, and just saying "Estene hola," like is this it? You know, kind of thing. Okay,
this
this
is it. Like,
okay, yeah,
we
this
are
is
okay
it.
with it. And like the government always diverting the citizens.
Yeah.
You know, they are not focusing on the major issues, but like they're trying to divert something. You know,
Yeah.
with something else. So the video is the proper representation of
that.
Yeah.
So third song you're gonna play for me today?
is
Are you gonna leave me?
question mark.
Question mark. So what's Are You Gonna Leave Me about?
I haven't wrote like love songs a lot,
Ooh.
but these guys were always like nagging me. Please write some.
No, we
I never.
We didn't. No.
Please write some love song, and
He felt it.
Yeah.
It came from
yes.
you.
Yeah, he felt it.
And I was like, okay, guys, this song's for you.
I'll write a love song. So it's just like I'm gonna write a love song and this is what's good.
It's just imagination, you know.
Yeah.
I'll just go up around and go around with the girls.
But yeah, this song is really good. Oh, I'm so excited. Are you gonna leave me? Question mark.
Are you gonna leave me in the morning? You said you always like to go in the summer breeze. Now I'm cursing the winds and all my fortunes. Let's make love tonight. I love you warning, illuminating, solemn in your eyes, capturing me with your disguise, illuminating, solemn in your capturing me with your disguise. You came in the time when I was so hazy. Sold me the places, the food and the music. You taught me different things, and to make a handmade cigarettes. We used to get drunk and crash the party, illuminating, solemn in your capturing me with your disguise. capturing me with your disguise.
Hit it, Aman.
Last time you kissed me, you laughed in between. 'Cause you opened your eyes and saw my funny face. Your subtle touch would always amaze me. All that I have is the book that you gave me.
I think we were kind of talking a little bit because a lot of us, and I think this is something that I really discovered, is there are, like yourselves, incredible artists that are in Nepal. Like you talked about Devas Gurung, you know, Jurusha Rai and Bartika Imrai.
Yeah.
Oh my God, just amazing musicians.
Yeah.
And I realize it's so hard to discover some of these artists unless you actually live there or are from there or something. And so I kind of wanted to know, do you sometimes feel, and I get this here, especially in India, is that most musicians kind of know each other from the independent music space generally. Would you say the same in Nepal? Does everyone kind of know each other?
And in Nepal, I think it's more obvious because the place itself is very small.
Yeah.
So everyone is living in the same pond. So if you know like one set of people, you are going to see them everywhere
Yeah.
and you'll just like know them. So like the people who come to our shows, like, you know, when we play, they're like, oh, can we take a photo with you? And like, you know, like post shows. And the next day you'll see the same people, they will not care about you, you know. So that's very general and we are very used to it.
Yeah.
I mean, we kind of, the artist scene also, like everyone knows everybody, you know, over there.
Yeah.
So when you meet an artist, another independent artist, it's like
You are friends.
you're friends already.
Because it's
Yeah.
very small, like Nepal is very small and Kathmandu is very small. So it's, I think you just bump into each other every time.
Every time. So I'm also okay, so I know how to say maybe like 2-3 things in Nepali.
Oh, wow.
So I know Kasto chu, Ramro chu. It's pretty good, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
pretty
I
good.
can survive. I can go to Nepal and be like, how you doing?
That's all.
And I also know Mero Naam Me Ho.
Yeah,
Yes,
correct. That's right.
Correct.
Hey,
Nailed
is
it.
there any like cool, like sort of slang? So if I go and I arrive in Kathmandu and then, you know, I want to sound cool, is there like some cool slang that I should absolutely know so that I can say it and then people think I'm cool?
Bro is the...
I think that is global.
I think I'm global, yeah.
Well, you can say like, you know, I think Hindi and Nepali sounds very similar. So you can say whatever is like, you know, you're like sahi ho is like sahi hai, theek hai, you know, like right, you know,
sahi
cool.
ho.
You can use it in anywhere. It's like sahi ho, yeah, sahi ho.
Yeah.
It is like you can use it in like multiple
Ways.
situations. Yeah, like it's cool basically, and it's right. It's correct.
So
everything.
if I'm in the cab on my way to the airport and I'm talking to the driver and then I'm like, yeah, sahi ho. Hey. So you know what? I hope that maybe one day I get the chance to come and hang
Well,
out with you
you have-
guys in
sure.
You ever been to
Kathmandu.
Nepal?
I've never
Oh,
been.
you should come.
I
Please.
do. My mom's been there quite a few times and she always talks about how wonderful it's there and the people are great. It's amazing. And so I've never been.
Yeah.
So if I do come and I visit, where would be the first place you take me?
We'll take you to Pokhara. I will take you to Pokhara first. Not Kathmandu. Kathmandu is not a good place. Like
No?
you'll have a very bad impression if you start like living there for a week because it's very dusty and like it's overpopulated actually,
Okay.
because in Kathmandu,
Like any city, pretty
yeah,
much.
in Kathmandu it's like, but especially like in Nepal,
Yeah.
Kathmandu is centralized, and like in India you have options like you can go to Bombay, Delhi, Bangalore. There are like multiple choices, But in Kathmandu, if you are like, I came from outside the Kathmandu, and if after the school you want to do like you want to go to a better college, you have to go to Kathmandu. Better job, Kathmandu. Do whatever, go to Kathmandu. So everybody is in Kathmandu. So if there's like major festivals or something, like Dasara, like that's the same festival we say. Kathmandu is empty. There's like 20% population only there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the 80% came out of the Kathmandu. So they go back to that. So like Kathmandu is overpopulated. So we have this water problem, dust, pollution, everything.
Yeah.
But I think that's why we would take you to Pokhara, because Pokhara you can see like you can see mountains from Kathmandu as well, but it's very dusty, so it gets covered, But from Pokhara, it's actually where you start walking for like trekking if you want to go to Annapurna Base Camp or like anywhere. And like Pokhara is beautiful and it's quite cheap.
I only have one question. Will I get momos?
Obviously, you
Everywhere.
Everywhere you'll get like perfect,
You'll take
like
me
best
to
momos.
a good
I will
momo
take you to
place?
momo place,
But Kathmandu is also a beautiful city, Like
Yeah.
the architecture over there, the Malla architectures and all in Patan Darbar Square, Bhaktapur Darbar Square,
Yeah.
and then the Basantapur Darbar Square.
Yeah, I think Kathmandu is more like in Nepal. I think generally in Kathmandu it's like we have actually like what do you call it, like kept it going. If you go to like foreign country, even in India, like there are like very nice places which are no more like you don't have like it's not working, like it's like a museum sort of thing where you go and visit. But in like Kathmandu you go to all those old temples and people still go there and they pray and like it's on.
So actually, Abhishekh, you are from Kathmandu, right?
Yeah.
Because I know that Aman and Prajwal are not.
Prajwal is also from Kathmandu.
No, Birganj.
Oh yeah.
Is that right?
Brigand's
Oh my god. I don't know.
You don't know anything about Prajwal.
No, yeah.
I know more than you do, and I just got here. But even Aman, you're from
Bhairava.
Are those places like far from Kathmandu?
Yeah. Bhairava is like very close to Indian border.
Oh, and Birganj?
Brigand's is like close to like Roxol. It's like
What's wrong
UP.
with
Like Indian border. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Side, yeah.
So wow. So you guys, but then that's why like you guys are all like Kathmandu, whatever,
Yeah.
and you're like Kathmandu is amazing architecture.
Yeah, exactly. Kathmandu is
Abhishek's
so
like,
lovely.
Me,
Yeah.
I'm special. Don't be mean to Kathmandu. So are you guys kind of working on any new music at the moment? Are you planning to release something soon?
So we are working on this Nepali EP. 5 songs are in Nepali this time.
Full
Wow.
full Nepal.
And
Aman really got to you guys.
yeah, this time it just came out, the Nepali
Yeah?
songs. We didn't have to do that much. And
I mean, you were saying that it's not easy to write.
yeah, it was not easy before, but once we came up
makes
with 2
perfect
songs, then
They found the hack.
yeah, we
Yeah.
found that.
confident. Yeah.
Oh, nice. What was the hack?
What's the hack?
Confidence.
Oh, and the two of you, I mean, the harmonies. I'm such a sucker for great harmonies. And the two of you are just like, there is something about your voices they blend beautifully together.
Right.
Yeah.
So what's the 5-song EP called?
We haven't actually decided about the EP name, but I think we are almost done with the production.
Yeah.
We are waiting for the masters. We are thinking the name. But
I have some suggestions. I think momos every day.
Every day, yeah.
I'm just saying, keeping with the theme of like how awesome the Nepali momos are in general.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's my suggestion. That's my.
Momo khane ho khalko question mark.
So what's the last song you're gonna play for us today?
Oh, love.
I like Oh Love. It's really good. By the way, can I just say my favorite song off Sullen Days with Hey.
Oh, yeah. That's my favorite too.
Is it?
Yeah.
I love Hey. It's so good. And you have a song called Bombay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
Bombay.
saying.
Yeah.
I feel privileged. But can you tell us about what Oh Love is about?
Oh, love is about finding. It's about
Finding love? Don't say that.
not finding love. It's about when you found love, there has to be this connection, like true connection, like. But when you really like find someone, you seek out that true love, like true honesty, like that's about honest love, true love.
And also you have to love your like for yourself
Of
Yeah.
course.
and as who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As
It's
much
it's
as
a
like
pure
you're
form of love. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
no any.
It's about
Exactly.
pure
It's not
love.
a mixed
yeah.
love, a mixed kind of feeling or
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
It's like equal as much as you're giving, you have to
Yeah.
also give
Yeah,
to
yeah,
yourself.
Yeah.
That's good. So yeah, last song, Oh Love.
Oh, love, serenade my soul. I never felt this free, I've never been in heaven before. And oh, love, come kiss me with your soul. And your skin drags me down, I still love you when you're not around. Would you hold my hand when I'm walking alone? Would you understand when I'm not around? Would you love me for who I am? Oh, love, you got me lost in time, and your skin drags me down. I still love you when you're not around. Would you hold my hand when I'm walking alone? Would you understand when I'm not around? Would you love me for who I am? Would you hold my hand when I'm walking alone? Would you understand when I'm not around? Would you hold my hand when I'm walking alone? Would you understand when I'm not around? Would you love me? Would you love me for who I am?
Hey, if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Made in India.